Guys, welcome to Java JSON. Or in this lecture we are going to learn about loops. So basically I'm going to explain one example of the for loop, one example of the while loop, one example of the do while loop. So through that you can understood like how we can do work with the loops and what are the differences between them. And one more things, while doing the work with the loops, we can do everything everything we can do everything with the help of loop. Okay, for example, somebody people are the confused like if I do something with the for loop we can't do with the while loop. So that is not the case. If you do something the for loop, same thing you can do in the while loop, same thing you can do in the do while loop also, no issue. Okay, so let's take the example and understand. For example, I want to print 1 to 10 number with all those loops. Okay, so let's discuss and let's understand how it will work. Okay, so if you go here, okay, in the paint, so here I am going to create 3 block. So this is the block number 1, this is the block number 1, this is the block number 2, and this is the block number 3. So right now I have a 3 block. Okay, this one for the for loop. Okay, for loop, this one for while loop, and this one for do while loop. Okay, so this is the 3 loop. We are going to understand the differences between them. So if I want to print 1 to 10 with the for loop, what I have to write here? So simply you have to write one class and print number. Okay, and the class will be started. Inside the class we can write one public statics void main method, okay, which is string a argument. Okay, open the curly braces, close the curly braces. Just select and minimize it. Okay, and now you can see here what I am writing. Here you can see I want to write one loop which is for loop. So basically I will write for, and I will start from int. So int I equal to 1 less than equal to 10, because I have to print up to 10, and I plus plus. Okay, I plus plus, and inside this loop I will write s out. So system dot out dot println, and in the println I will put I. So it will print all those value, right? Same thing, it will print 1 to 10 value. Okay, same thing if I want to write, okay, let's maximize it little bit so that you can see properly. Let's do 40. Okay, so this is the code. Okay, this is the code, so just minimize it up to 12. So let's select all, minimize up to 12. Okay, that is fine, that is look good. Okay, fine. Same code I'm going to write into the while loop. Same thing, I'm going to write the code in the while loop. How can do it? Simple. Class print n. Just you have to understood like what I'm writing and what is the procedure for that. I'm writing public statics void main, and here a string argument. So here I will write args, and I will given one curly braces open, curly braces close, and just maximize it. Okay, and now we can see here the for loop, like while loop. So what I will do, I want to print 1 to 10 numbers. So what I will write here, I will write one while loop. In the while loop I have to give one conditions. But what is the conditions? So before going to give the conditions, I have to initialize one variable outside. So int I equal to 1, and I will write the condition here, I less than equal to 10. So you can see the differences, like here I have written int I equal to 1, but in the for loop I have written inside this, okay, for loop, but here I have written outside. And here I have given the condition I less than equal to 10, here also same conditions. Okay, so in the while loop syntax you can't see any increment or decrement, but you can see the above or below or in the body section. And inside this I will write s out, which is the system.out.println, and here I will give whatever the I want to print it. And also in the next line I have to increment every time I value. So I plus plus we can give, otherwise I equal to I plus plus. Otherwise we can give here like that, I equal to I plus 1. That is also same. Okay, so that is shorthand, you can write I plus plus. Okay, fine. What about if I go with the do while loop? What will happen? So let's try. So I have a class print n, which is number, open the curly braces, and here you can write public statics void main, and a string args curly braces open, curly braces close. Just maximize it so that we can see in the proper way. Okay, fine. And inside this what I will do is I will write do while loop. So do, first do. So I have to give the do block, and then I have to do the while. So this is the basic syntax. And after that, please make sure you have to give the semicolon here, and here you have to write the condition. So condition is something like I less than equal to 10, up to 10 only. And also I have to create one variable outside int I equal to, which is 1. And inside this do I have to write system.out.println, because I want to print the value. So system.out.println, and here I have to write I value. So in the first time it will print 1, and inside this only what I am going to do is I will increment the value after that. So what I will do, I plus plus. Now you can see the code and just try to understand like what is the basic differences. The basic difference is only syntaxes. Okay, Otherwise, in the one code I have written in the three loops, which is almost all are giving the same result. No issue in that. So please take the screenshot of this and try to analyze, try to understand like why and what are the differences between them. Okay, so here you have seen the for loop, here you have seen the while loop, how we can print from 1 to 10 numbers. Here we can see the do while loop, and all are doing the same thing, only based on your requirement and based on your demand or something. You can take the particular loop and you can do work on that. Okay, so let's go to the STS. Okay, and create one class and we can test, okay, easily. So here if you go with the like print number, so this is the class I have created, print number. You can give any name, just create the main methods, and after the main methods I'm going with the do loop first. So with the do loop you can see the syntax do, and then after you have to write a while with condition which is I less than equal to 10 open curly braces, not open curly braces. So many people are doing mistake like that. So you don't want to do, you have to give a semicolon, and also make sure you have to initialize I above with 1, and inside this loop try to print first, okay, which is I, and then after increment your I with I plus plus, which is 1. Okay, so this is your basic code I have written to print from 1 to 10 numbers. If you run this code, you can see here 1 to 10 it's printed. Okay, same thing. What you have to do for the while, you have to remove these things. You have to copy this code, okay, and remove this line of the code also. Okay, and here remove the semicolon, open bracket, and put your code. Your while will become. Okay, this is your while code. Okay, your while will code become. So this is ready for the while code. Same thing. If you want to go for the for, so just write here for, and this line of the code, like initialization, copy this, remove from here, and it's a flexibility to put here also, and give the semicolon, conditions, and these things remove from here and give here, which is I plus plus, and that's it. So you can see just syntax is different but logic is same, condition is same, and you can see the output 1 to 10. So this is the basic things, and you need to understand while doing a coding. Okay, and it's very important, I think. Okay, so whenever you are writing a code, try to analyze it, try to write a proper code so that it's very beneficial for you. Okay, this is the one example I have given to understand like how exactly difference between the for loop, while loop, do while based on the syntax. But one code, like one programs I have resolved with the three loops, which is possible, not a doubt in that. Okay, so that is the things you need to understand. Okay, in the next video we can cover something interesting part, okay, with the do while loop. Thank you so much.